Family, what's good? It's your brother God Science up in here with a new quick video for y'all. Shout out to everybody out there. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all staying safe. Thank you for subscribing, watching my videos, giving a shit what the hell I say or what the hell I think. You know, feeding me back with your opinions, whether you disagree, whether you agree. I really appreciate y'all, man. Sometimes I don't get time to respond to y'all individually, but every single person that watches my video, man, I'm grateful for it. All right. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that really pissed me off yesterday, and it was basically I was watching a live stream by the brother Sonetta, and he was actually doing a live stream with the brother Nature Boy. Now, if you, I know about this brother, you know what I'm saying. If you don't know, he's the guy that's basically was, he decided to leave this system, leave the states, and go. I think it's in South America. And people were saying he has a cult. If you look from it at afar, yeah, it looks like one of them Jim Jones cults, but I don't think it is a Jim Jones cult. I think it's just people that's on a spiritual path. Now, I like this brother, man. He has a good spirit. I might not agree with everything this brother says, but I was in the live chat yesterday and he was getting a lot of fucking hate. And hate, people don't even know this brother. Haven't met him in his life. You know, this man is doing something. He could be doing worse things, man. He could be plotting a drug empire or some shit and destroy the community. He could be gang banging. He could be doing all kinds of crazy shit. But because you disagree with his ideology, you gotta call him a fake, a loser. That's the first time I was like interacting in that fucking the live stream, the comments, and I was like, wow, I just couldn't believe it. This is the shit that boy Tommy be talking about, how the conscious community, you know, the audience is worse than other people. I was like, geez, all this hate, you know, I mean, making fun of the brother. If you disagree and say why, you fucking maggot. You know, do you even fucking read and study and claim to be on this fucking path? You gotta do more than me watching fucking videos. I could say I do that shit. I fucking read books. I compare things. You know what I'm saying? It has people that just watch videos and watch Sonetta, and just because they think they know a little something and they don't agree with the other person, is always this down. That's why we will never a brother by the name of Prospect Divine Prospect, I think. Sorry, I fucked your name up, brother. But he actually said that we're not going to unite under our ideologies because we all believe different shits. We will always will, I guess. So find the common things. But they were just in this brother, and he was saying a lot of things that was known, but a lot of people was, oh, it's pseudo. And we have this famous word, pseudo. What is pseudo? You know what I'm saying? Now, when I took a science class in last year in college, right? It was on basically the atmosphere and things like that. Then it went into science and what pseudoscience is basically. Let me get into a whole long story about that. Pseudoscience. We know what pseudoscience is, the things that you can't prove. The astral traveling, all right? That's considered pseudoscience. You see what I'm saying? My question is, what's your guidelines? You know, I came through the Nation of Gods and Earths, and you know these are very scientific brothers. You got to show and prove. Real scientific. Scientific to the point that when you jump out of science, who says this shit is even real? This is what we're going by, right? Gravity. We know gravity to be true. Why? If you jump over a building, you're gonna fall. But who says that's fucking gravity? You see what I'm saying? We are told when we start studying that this is all an illusion. And he actually, what I really want to get into, I don't want to talk your head off. What I really want to get into, he talked about, and a lot of people was like, bullshit. And I was like, you can tell motherfuckers don't read or study or do shit, but just want to yap out their mouth. He talked about an experiment that was done with particles. Y'all should know about this. A brother by the name of Brother Panic, he just put out a video, his newest one, and he explained that shit perfectly. But I actually have the video. It's up on YouTube. I wish I had the title to tell y'all. But anyway, what is talking about the particles and how they observe the particles, and it went the particles, they shot it through a tube or everything, it went through it. And then they noticed that when they wasn't observing it, it was acting different. Now, to take a long story short, please go watch that video by Brother Panic, because I'm not going to do justice in explaining it. That's a good and that's one of the things a teacher can do, is break it down so you can understand. I'm not a teacher yet, so I'm still a student. But what he was trying to say is that us observing this thing is actually scientific proof. Not only white people, black people or white people, scientists that do fucking work and not just talk. They're understanding that this whole shit is because of your mind perceiving it. And it's a question in the scientific community. They're not going to show this shit on CNN and everything. Is that, does all this shit really exist if someone is not observing this shit with your mind? Like when you go to sleep and you in a deep sleep, is this shit fucking still existing? That's some real questions. Why is it has to be fucking pseudo? And he was bringing, Nature Boy was bringing up a lot of this shit. And then, they didn't understand. It's my understanding. The mind always existed. So when he said you created all this, and it's like, well, I was born in 1976. The dude was like, I was born in the 1970s. How could I create it? Well, physically, yeah, you were born. You see what I'm saying? But the mind always existed. That's one of the mind is all, everything is mental. Now, a lot of people have their own beliefs. I get that. But if I have a different belief, why the fuck I gotta ridicule you and call you fake and all this shit? And that's all I was saying. But it was a great I'm glad Sonetta did that interview, because he was actually in the news because a white girl was there. And they said that, he was keeping her hostage or something. I saw that shit in the news or something, but the white girl really wasn't. And another thing, this is the last thing. A lot of them are, why are you letting white people in and all this? We have grown to hate white people so much. And look, I get it, man. There's a lot of racist motherfuckers out there. I try to explain to people how fucking annoying and how racism will fuck with your mind. So you got to go to work and deal with this shit, and then you got to deal with your kids and all this, and then the world and all this. So it's like you want to strangle them. So now when one does come forward, that's like, look, and I see what's going on. I want to become righteous. I want to see what I can do to lift my spirituality or something. We shun them. Like, fuck that, y'all ain't coming, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I get why. But you got to understand, we live in a universal polarity. I just don't believe everything could be all bad and all good. It's impossible. So it has to be some white people out there that's really working towards enlightenment. I know some. You know what I'm saying? That's really on a higher, different level of consciousness. I understand the thing with melanin. I understand we have a deeper connection to the cosmos. But I'm saying, if one of them, if they're trying to get there, isn't it we supposed to reform them and show them, not just talk? So that other part, if these white people are walking to become righteous, why not? Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. But like I said, man, and what he said too, just because they white don't mean, you think just because, I ain't even going to get there. I don't want to go in on my own people and turn a Tommy. But what he talked about, black people, you talking about letting them and they're going to cause, black people do the same shit. All the fucking beefs and shit I got into around my area has to be with niggas that don't even know me, that's want to just act hard. That's a whole different video. Anyway, the moral of the whole video is this, man. Just because you disagree with someone, please, man, you ain't gotta go into and do all that fucking crazy shit. It just shows how your mind works, the level of your consciousness. You got powerful fucking names like Knowledge Reborn and Knowledge this and Knowledge this, and then you acting like a fucking fool. You can tell how someone acts if they're really fucking on that path of consciousness, or they just a hotep nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all stay safe out there. Thank you for watching. Peace.